it's acceptable to receive the fine women.
Right.
You know?
That was it on that verse? Let me read that verse in 2 Corinthians 1:6 in the NLT. It says, "For when we were weighed down with troubles, it is for your comfort and salvation. For when we ourselves are comforted, we will certainly comfort you. Then you can patiently endure the same things we suffer." And that's why we go through what we go through, because we first, at the end of the day, we the men in the front line, so to say. So it's what we've been going through and what we've been learning through the sufferings is for those that are going to be coming in after us, so that we can comfort them. Like, look, dog, I've been through that. I've been through this. I've done this. I've done that.
And he's setting up his woman. We teach him like how to dress, how he like you to look.
Right. And what are these when you look at ancient ways, when a man had multiple women, the woman that was there long before all the other women, he doesn't like this.
This is how he like it.
Yeah.
You better put a motherfucking spell on it. Listen, bitch. It's
That's what we doing, like throughout the videos, bitch.
Yeah.
And we like, girl.
He don't like his eggs like that, bitch. You'll get put aside.
That's it.
Put in that tower.
You better redo that shit. Throw that shit away. That's trash.
That's a spread. I got something active. It's more.
I just wanted to read that verse.
Real quick, this is 1 Peter 3:1. I'll read it in the NLT. It says, "In the same way, you wives must accept the authority of your husbands. Then even if some refuse to obey the good news, your godly lives will speak to them without any words."
Ooh, that's the word. That's why we out there. Like, we showing them without even having to speak to them how he wants you to be dressed. Modest. That's out there. Faith out there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We showing you how he want his woman. The bride adorn herself for the marriage. We showing you how he wants you to look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that faith is glorious. That faith, like you said, in the courtroom, when you won that battle with your daughter, they admire that. It's a good thing you ain't stopped teaching, because what you displayed was unbreakable faith. You showed devotion. You showed humility. You showed commitment. You showed sacrifice. These are traits that are honorable. He can't be a piece of shit. So it's leading, like the scripture said. It's leading by example. I'm not telling you what I'm doing. I'm showing you what he like. I'm showing you what he loves. Right? It says, "In the same way, you wives must accept the authority of your husband, Yahushua. Then even if some refuse to obey the good news, your godly lives will speak to them without any words. They will be won over, convert them." And we seen that with Jake. Jake started, "Damn, man, y'all been out here preaching all these years. Damn. Now prophecies come to pass." So the woman we starting to get rewarded. These are gifts. These are gifts from the heavens that we seen. That is for us. It ain't for them, but they seen us getting gifted because now they seen the fruits of what we believe. From our apostles and elders down. It says, "By observing your pure and reverent lives, don't be concerned about outward beauty, walking with all humility." Right? They said pure and reverent lives. We walk in pure and with respect. It says, don't be concerned. No, it says, don't be concerned about the outward beauty of fancy hairstyles, expensive jewelry, or beautiful clothes.
That's the holes, and that's why you got
IUICs.
Yeah.
That's why, exactly. That's why I compared it to a woman like that. Like, cause look, like I'm thinking right now in the spirit, you see a woman like modest, her glasses on. You know what I'm saying? She got a skirt
covered up.
That's gonna stick out to you rather than you. You know what I'm saying? See, you went Burlington Coat Factory. You see a 5, blonde hair, dark skin, sluts.
Yeah, appealing.
But it's that one that's way, you know what I'm saying? She in the cut doing her thing by herself. You know what I'm saying? Probably with her mom. You know what I'm saying? But she just, looking at some lame, what you would call lame material, but it's modest. Like, that's who the Lord looking at. He ain't with the crowd. He ain't with all that. You know what I'm saying? He looking at her, who
He want
running for
quality.
Yeah.
He want quality, not quantity.
Hey, real quick, read this for you.
Come on.
Matthew 23:5. But all their works they do for to be seen of men, they make broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garments.
Ooh.
Yep.
You got it.
No,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Yeah, that's it. I mean, through the Spirit, it's self-explanatory. Those sluts, you want to be seen. You want to be enticing. You know, that's why they move like that. They want to entice the large multitude. They want to attract other sluts. You know, that fall for the glitz and glamour.
Bitch with her ass out, she know all she gotta do is put some booty shorts on and walk on the front street.
Yeah.
Niggas gonna be,
Oh,
shit. But she wears some baggy shit, niggas gonna ride right by her.
Yeah.
They know, women know that. You know?
Yeah, they're going to be hidden.
Right.
That was quality of women. Last verse, it says, you should clothe yourself instead with the beauty that comes from within. The unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is so precious to Yahweh Bashem
Yeah.
Yahushua.
And obedience comes from within.
Right.
That's not something you can put outside your shirt. Ain't gonna
I got it.
you know, give you obedience. You know, the earrings, the makeup, all that ain't gonna make her obedient.
Yeah, right.
It's gotta come from within. You know?
Yeah. And you
Same thing for us.
Yeah, you see that the older you get,
Right.
the more you age in this thing, you see the beauty of a woman in her actions.
Right.
How does she act? Like you start to look past all that fine shit. Like, oh, that bitch fine, but oh, imagine all the problems that bitch gonna have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you start to see like how's her behavior, her conduct is. Then that's when you start to see the beauty in a woman.
Right.
The older you get.
Yeah, you age in wisdom. It's the older you get in wisdom. And that's why the scripture says to stumble not at a woman's beauty. Now you season to that point. You know what I mean? Where you could be like, man, that bitch look like fat ass, but now you got discernment. Now you got
You hesitant about
And that's what Titus talks about. I think chapter 2, the aged woman, you know, to teach the younger woman, they supposed to like, yo, you'd already been through it.
Yeah.
So you teach the younger ones so they know, so they got a heads up, you know, of how to be as a woman. It's the same thing that we do, you know, as the aged woman, you know, so to say. As we grow older in the truth, you know, we become more, like brother said, we receive more seasoning. We get more discernment. We know how to maneuver. We know the things the Lord likes more. You know, we seek more to please Him in ways that you weren't doing it before. You know,
To back you up, because we ain't gotta be seen, you know, because when you young, you try to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, as we get used, you know, more with the Lord, it's like, I don't gotta be seen. Like,
Right.
I know He's looking at me. You know what I'm saying? I know He watching me. I know what I'm doing is pleasing Him. You know what I'm saying? In His eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're young, they try to impress you. You know what I'm saying? But she seasoned in like how he like her. You know what I'm saying? So it's always right all the time. You know.
Yep. So like I know we didn't want to dwell too much on chapter 1, but that came up and
Back in 2 Corinthians 1:7, and our hope of you is steadfast, knowing that as ye are partakers of the suffering, so shall ye be also of the consolation. For we would not, brethren, have you ignorant of our trouble which came to us in Asia, that we were pressed out of measure, above strength, and so much that we despaired even of life. I'll read the NLT. Says, we think you ought to know, dear brothers and sisters, about the trouble we went through in the province of Asia. We were crushed and overwhelmed beyond our ability to endure, and we thought we would never live through it.
And that's how it feels sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, going through what we go through in the sense of, you know that you can't try to build nothing in the society, and you have that constant pressure. That constant pressure of why not? What you doing? You know, the world always trying to press down upon you, which is we supposed to. That's supposed to happen. That pressing down, because it's getting all that juice out of you. You know, the juice of this world, and filling you up with the Holy Spirit. You know, the proper, you know, the living waters, you know, fill you up. And it's gonna seem it seems at times like you ain't gonna be able to get through it. Like, damn, like I don't know, man. you feeling kind of iffy, you gotta go. You get down and you get heavy into prayer. You know, you look for ways to try to comfort you because you so distraught. You're like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, going through this, but when we have the Lord on our side, man, that's what ends up happening is the Lord sees that we trying. Because that we can't do it by ourselves. The Lord knows that. We can't. He wants us to go to him to ask for help.
Yeah.
To you know, because it shows that we trust in him.
That's right.
You know, when you go to the Lord.
Luke shall not he avenge. You know, how much more unjust king?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how much more us, bro? Like we cry day. We cry day and night. I know, come on, brother.
Yep.
I know I ain't the only brother in this bitch crying. Especially we water our bed with tears.
Mm-hmm.
We watering our bro. As soon as we walk out from class, Babu Shah. But you know, back to calling on his name, talking the whole ride. Listening to music, calling on his name. You know what I'm saying? Taking a shower, cooking, playing a game, calling on his name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he gonna come through for us, bro. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Back in verse, was it 9?
Yep.
It says, we had the sentence of death in ourselves, that we should not trust in ourselves, but in the Most High, which raises the dead. And see, in fact, we expected to die, but as a result, we stopped relying on ourselves and learned to rely on the Most High, who raises the dead.
There you go. At the end of the day, what is that? I think it's either Isaiah 62 or 64. Our righteousness is as filthy rags. No matter how much we think we can do, it ain't gonna ever be enough to
Never go far enough.
to be worthy of the Lord, to be like, all right, let me go ahead and just never put him again through any troubles. Nah, we're gonna go through them troubles, but we gotta stop relying on ourselves to get out of these situations and rely on the Lord, because he's the master of the house. He knows better how the ins and outs and the workings of how to get through, the house. So we got to rely on him to figure it out.
Yeah, when you do that, you cover someone's grounds.
Yep.
Because you submit, you show obedience, you show faith, and then you actually acknowledge his power. The Lord loved to get praised.
Right.
So you give him the honor he deserves, knowing he the power and he's in control of everything. You give all power and trust onto him, like a son. You know what I mean? A son is dependent on his father to protect him. He's gonna reach a certain age where he gonna want to protect too. But us being those children of the Lord, hey, we know we can't do nothing in this place. That does so much when you just give it all to him.
Right. It's like your woman relying on you to do things. It makes you feel good as a man.
Yeah.
I'm the one who gets shit done around here. You feeling yourself afterwards.
Purpose.
Right, exactly.
So that concept when they be like, oh, I don't need no man.
Right.
You've been programmed, because that man has been engineered to be needed,
Right.
to have purpose.
Right.
So if you constantly got that spirit, I don't need no man, well, he's gonna go where he's needed at.
Right.
This bitch don't need me.
Right.
You need, as men, we need purpose. Like, damn, this bitch don't need me, you feel useless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Problem solved.
That's why going to what we just reading, he said he had the sentence of death. So mine was made up. I was just reading in Acts 19, that's the precept to it. But, going to Artemis, that's when they was, the silversmith and all of them was raised in hell. But pretty much, so their mind was already made up, like, bro, we about to die. We through. So that caused them we got to just lean on the Lord. Right. So going back to the situation with the women, you don't need a man when you go be put in a position where you have to stand on that.
Right.
So keep trusting in Yahweh, Shah, nice. And then we will be all in different positions.
Right.
But that's why we've been rehearsing this over and over and over to trust in the Lord. And that's what the Lord want to do. That's why we got Yahweh Shah, so he can save us.
Right.
Yeah, that trust is connected to his name, that strong tower.
Right.
You trusted in the Lord, you done went into a whole force field of protection. You trusted in him.
Right.
Cause what it remind me of? As we started walking through the wilderness earlier, going through the forest, it's like, shit, damn, I ain't even bring my other big knife just in case we run into a motherfucking animal out here. I'm thinking about it, carnally. I'm thinking about it like I'm in control of where destiny gonna go. And that's the flesh responding to fear, right? And then so in a minute, I started thinking,
Which
like,
is instincts.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
instinctively like that.
Yeah.
You know?
and then look, soon I'm like, man, the Lord is in full control, man. Listen, he probably got the motherfucking the wild of the beast, whatever, wherever they need to be away from us, or they see us hiding from us.
Yeah.
Because the authority been given to us, so I was just gave it all to him. You know what I mean? And when you give it all to him, that connects you to the source of power of protection.
Right.
You know?
Going back to just to back you up, Deuteronomy, because that's who returned back to our mind was faith. Deuteronomy 32, it says, children, he said, I will go to my place until they acknowledge. And he said, what? Children whom there is no faith. 23 or 32. I know it's around there, bro. Should I grab it real quick, just to back you up, because what we've been programmed now, turn back to the Lord to believe in Him. So that's off of that faith, just believing in Yahweh, bro. It's giving us access to not worrying no more.
Right. And that's why the scriptures were written for our learning. So we can look back at the times that the men that did trust the Lord, and when they put their lives in the hands of the Lord, what happened?
Deuteronomy 32 and 20. And that's that whole modest superior that he brought back to us. Because that's what Jake lost. The election obtained it, and the rest were blinded. They blinded by what? Believe, old here, little faith.
Yeah, that's heavy. Because the modest apparel is obedience and submission. But the harlot clothing is that pride. I don't need a nigga.
You gotta believe this is the right way he wants you to be dressed.
Right. Yeah.
You gotta believe the discipline is gonna get you on a chariot, dog. He wants you to be dressed like that. Deuteronomy 32 and verse 20. Verse 19. And it says, and the Lord saw this in the NLT. And the Lord saw this, Yahweh Bashmishai saw this and drew back, provoked to anger by his own sons and daughters. Verse 20, and he said, I will abandon them, then see what becomes of them, for they are a twisted generation, children without integrity.
Yeah, what you just said.
You gotta stand on that. You don't believe, you don't trust in me, you don't need no man, you don't need me.
Right. And
Let's see.
Yep, and that's the point that I wanted to hit on. It's like you finished the verse, but that's why it's important now for us to call on the name of the Lord, especially in times that we think we can't get through, because the Lord knows we can. Remember, the scripture says that He didn't put nothing on us that we couldn't unbear. So He knows we're gonna make it. But the point is the flesh is gonna make you feel like you can't.
Yes.
And if you calling on the Lord now, when the true time of need comes, which is going to be the Jacob's trouble, He's going to be there.
Yeah.
Because He's like, hey, you relied on me already.
Yeah.
Why am I not going to be there for you when you've been showing me that you ride or die?
Yeah. Pop quizzes, right, bro? We coming to, bro, that's the spirit. Bro, that's the spirit. Just like school, bro.
Right.
You in the class, dog, we doing what we supposed to do. Niggas love to skip class and
Bullshit.
But bro,
Which we did.
The test come, the pop quiz come, niggas trying to cheat, but you locked in, right? But that ain't even the FCAT though. The FCAT gonna get you graduating, getting coordinated. You know what I'm saying? But you've been passing these pop quizzes the whole time, or making a 65, 70 on the test all the time, and your teacher see that. That's why she fuck with you like that. I'm talking about my senior year, Miss Beautiful. They like, wow, he sit right next to her.
Yep.
Like read for me.
Yep. And they'll give you the extra boost.
Yeah.
You may get like an 89, and they'll bump you up to a 90 to get the A.
But it's all for the FCAT.
Right.
And when that FCAT comes, it's quiet.
Right.
It's quiet. You know what I'm saying? We all had that final exam. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta walk in that bitch confident, dog. You gotta walk in the FCAT or whatever that shit called. You gotta walk in that shit, whatever it's called now. You gotta walk in that shit confident through the door. Everybody in that bitch? Cause the whole year he been bullshitting. He looking at you like this. Then he think he finna sit next to you. Yeah. You sit way in the back.
In the
so
corner.
He like, whoa. See? You can't put him off no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you walk,
You're that too.
real quick, you walking in with confidence that I'm going to pass the test.
Yeah, that's the only way you're gonna be confident.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's essential to do what we're doing now.
Right.
That's why it's so important to do everything we're doing right now as we walking in the spirit and living in the spirit. You go, it's no way you can't be confident because you've been studying the whole time for this moment. The whole time you knew the moment was coming. The niggas that was fucking around, playing around, acting stupid, they knew the moment was coming, but they didn't choose to fear. They didn't choose to prepare. But you, on the other hand, you said, nah, hell no, I'd rather be prepared than be caught lacking.
Right.
So you discipline yourself to stay studious.
Yes.
You know.
To get the reward
Right.
of passing the test. Again, me and the priest, bro, this discipline finna pay off, bro. That shit is like ringing in my head, dog.
And again, you know, as the scripture says, look at the generations of old and see if anywhere were forsaken that trusted in the Lord. They happened for us to learn, because the time of trouble that's coming to the earth. This is that time that the scriptures has been talking about from the beginning. Was getting ready to come into this. So everything that happened was for our learning to see, look, the Lord was there. They trusted in the Lord and the Lord was there. They were disciplined in obeying the Lord and doing what he asked for. So he rewarded them with deliverance, with salvation, which is what we're looking for. And the true salvation is getting ready to come, because King David wasn't going to, the end wasn't going to come during his time. It's going to come now though. So, you know, the true reward hasn't come yet. The salvation, the deliverance from the time of Jacob's trouble, and that's what ultimately we want to be. We want to be in the house of the Lord. We want to be covered under His guidance, under His protection, and only those who are part of the house is going to get that. A man who protects his home ain't going to protect everybody's home in the neighborhood. No, you ain't none of mine. Get out, get away from me, you workers of iniquity, because that's what the Lord's going to tell a lot of people. But those that have been abiding in His home, following the house rules. They've been here, relying on the, hey, Lord, you know, you told me I had to go put this up, but, you know, I'm falling kind of short. I feel like I can't put it up, you know, and I'm kind of getting down on myself. You know, you got any pointers or something? Or you may ask a brother who's you seen putting up something, put up a shelf somewhere else. Hey, brother, you know, I seen you. And that's another way of the Lord comforting us, going back to that comfort, you know, letting us know, like, hey, it's all right that you feel that way, because there's been men that came before that felt that way, and they kept it pushing, you know. You have more, Paul?
Yeah. This is Deuteronomy 32 and verse 20. It says 19. And when the Lord Yahweh saw it, Deuteronomy 32 verse 18 of the rock, they sacrificed, verse 17. They sacrificed unto devils, not to the Most High, to gods whom they knew not, to new gods. They came up newly, whom your fathers feared not. Of the rock that begot thee, thou art unmindful, and hast forgotten Yahweh, that formed thee.
Right, and the scriptures talk about that Israel has played the harlot and has had many lovers, because they went thinking, oh well, shit, I can go find it from this dude. I can go find it from this dude, and that's what modern day women do. This dude pay my bills. This dude takes me out on trips. This, you know, so on and so forth. And well, where are they at in that time of trouble? Nowhere to go. Shit, that bitch, she asked out. Every single one of them dudes ain't responding to no texts. They ain't picking up. They left her ass high and dry.
She didn't establish
Exactly.
no commitment with
Exactly.
being a fucking harlot.
Right. And thought they were stupid.
Yeah.
And that's what Israel thought. We thought the Lord was stupid. He ain't gonna see this. That's why they created physical things to attach ourselves to, because we could actually see these things. You know, the idols and stuff like that, you know.
That's why Jake was, woo, what the Lord fucking with us, man.
Right.
He was like, why you up there so long?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Well, is he still fucking with us or what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's sitting there like, Aaron, dog, we keep going, Aaron, come on now. No, he got us out of there, but damn, why Moses still up there? Bill, nah, they got him his ass.
Right.
Like, everybody killed him, dog. If he, you know, this, like, Jake gotta get out of the flesh. Again, who? Oh, Kana. That's the problem. That's the problem, bro. That's the problem. Like, honestly, getting down to the bottom, Jake is beautiful. What's stopping Jake? It's the flesh. It's an experiment. All these captivities over and over was all we getting a reward, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's an experiment of what the flesh cannot do. That's why Romans the 8th chapter says what the law cannot do. It was weak through the flesh. So the Most High, it was purpose for Yahweh to send Yahweh to show that it ain't about the law.
I got a precept real quick before we show. Going back to the point of, and this goes full circle back to what you were saying, basically that woman being patient, obedient, and going through her own suffering, which linking back up to that, what Quan was just talking about, when Israel was basically down, waiting on Moses to come back, all right? And they couldn't wait. It's like, bro. So real quick, Jeremiah 2:23.
Hey, real quick, it was a marriage. You my woman. You my woman, dog. You my woman. I saved you. You my woman. But Jake couldn't see that because of the flesh. That's why the outside coming. The second exodus got to happen now. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get out of the flesh, bro. That's it, priest.
Jeremiah 2:23. You say that's not true. I haven't worshipped the images of Baal. But how can you say that? Go and look in the valley of the land. Face the awful sins you've done. You are like a restless female camel desperately searching for a mate. That was hot. Couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. You know, couldn't discipline it. You've been betrothed to a husband.
A man that will provide.
Yeah. But you that shit is too hot. I mean, you can't sit and
wait.
Because he just ain't gonna give it to you like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta prove yourself.
So then what you say, oh fuck this nigga,
Right.
which that's what women do, right?
Right.
You want to put them underneath your order, and you gonna roll this way, this how things gonna go, and they be like, oh fuck you.
Right.
And then in their mind, what they got options, and that's what they do. They just go on to the next nigga.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And start mixing that shit. Like, I got somebody to take me out here. I got somebody I'm like, bitch, I got the Lord. I don't need you. Matter of fact, let me show you cut off.
Right.
And now you miss a food.
And ultimately, that's why Israel was in that wilderness 40 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they were like, and the elder was going into it in the video. They were looking for those the perks of a wife, but they weren't being a wife.
Exactly.
Yes.
They couldn't suffer and wait just a little bit longer to receive those perks, so they had to go and look for it elsewhere, like the brother just said. And the Lord kept them in that wilderness because He wasn't going to give them the land. He said, "Why am I going to put you over here? You ain't even being obedient to me."
Twirling their ass. Had you, you know what I mean? Like, boy, I'm twirling that bitch.
Throw it off.
The Lord was twirling Jake. The Lord was twirling us all these years.
Yep.
Now it's time for us to be. Now it's like, bro.
That's how you know he finna snap for us, man.
See?
Those what we found amongst that number. But that's how you know he finna flex. He finna flex on them hoes.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
He could have
When
to
you an obedient woman and you gonna show like, yeah, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Show all the hoes like,
yeah, beautify.
That's why I brought that 2 Corinthians 11:2 out. We chase virgins, dog. We've been established in humility. He changed our mind back, gave us a pure mind, a clean mind back through discipline. You know what I'm saying? We got it now through, like, dog. When we read the stories. Oh my God, why? Why? You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You like, what? How can they do something like that to the Most High? Why would you do that? But it was to show that what the law cannot do, it was weak through the flesh, the spirit had to do. So Yahushua can establish the new covenant. We gotta get, because the flesh don't wait, bro. But the spirit, we gonna go. We in the spirit, we gonna wait how long we need to wait.
That's right.
Chiefly here in Great Millstone.
That's right.
I be scared. Bro, I done made my mind up, bro. I be 42. You know, like, I don't give a fuck.
I'm done.
Now, I don't want to be no elder, but if the Lord's
Lord's
will.
will.
Lord's will. but that's the mind frame, brother. That's the mind frame you're supposed to have. Because what that mind frame displays is you're in true unionship with the power. You're a faithful wife. So, like we talk about when you look at Naomi and Ruth, right? Like it's a certain part, even Judith, right? These women, Ruth ended up getting remarried to Boaz, right? But when you talking about the widowhood, it's highlighting the widowhood. Women that loved and was faithful to their husband to the point was like, nah, I'm good with just being a widow, bro. And just being honorable, like in that position, and that's that spirit. Like, nah, I don't give a fuck what Buddha got going on. I don't give a fuck what Selassie I don't give a fuck what Egyptian books of the dead. Fuck all them niggas. You know what I mean? I'm rocking out with my husband. While we down, we gonna figure this shit out until we get up. Right? And if I gotta die as a widow, fuck it. But this is who my soul belongs to. You know?
Go ahead, I'm back in that.
Back in Corinthians, where we stopped at?
Verse 10.
First Corinthians 1:10. It says, who delivered us from so great a death, and doth deliver, in whom we will trust that he will yet deliver us.
That's right.
Ye also helping together by prayer for us. Beautiful. So they help by prayer. That for the gift bestowed upon us by the means of many persons, thanks may be given by many on our behalf. For our rejoicing is this, the testimony of our conscience, that in simplicity and godly sincerity, not with fleshly wisdom, but by the grace of the Most High, we have had our conversation in the world and more abundantly to you.
That's it. That's it. Hey, that godly sincerity is what we just spoke about before. This verse through the Spirit, the Lord just, boom, that's that godly sincerity that we went into. That's what and the Lord see that because He's searching for that. Because real quick, just going to the word sincerity. This is the point. Every brother, you know, here showing their sacrifice and their commitment is in this spirit, right?
And it says simplicity as well.
You want me to grab simplicity too?
Yeah, might as well.
I'll grab simplicity first. It says simplicity in the Greek is haplades. It says singleness, simple, simplicity, sincerity, mental honesty. The virtue of one who is free from pretense and hypocrisy.
Yeah, so you know that man done came in your mind personally and done showed you, kill your ass, nigga, without nobody telling you. You know what I'm saying? The Most High came through your head, bro. We all got that account. We all got an account where the Most High, His only begotten Son, came to us individually, poured up on us. He ain't do that to all Israel yet. You know what I'm saying? He about to pull up on them right, but you know, he about to pull up on Tate, bro.
Yeah.
Tate don't fear the Most High, bro.
Nope.
They got, what's it say? After death, by pain, they got to know the Most High, bro.
Yeah. And that's why they walking in hypocrisy. That's why when you see them, they still got hip hop linked to the ministry. They got dreads. Them niggas got hair down to their ass. Now it's being revealed that they getting paid. It's, you get what I'm saying? This is the pretense. Going to the word pretense. It says an attempt to make something that is not the case appear true. You appearing, you fronting like you a man of the Lord. You so noble. You so godly. You get what I'm saying? Like you so down for the Lord. The Lord dealing with you on that kind of level.
You sincere.
You sincere. When you just simply through. Right. It's a hypocrisy.
Sincerely through.
This is not self-seeking. That's, Yahweh Shah said that from the door. He that can't deny himself. Nigga, this ain't about you. Remember that from the beginning. Before you even think you come to serve me, know that this ain't about you. You died. Now you in my prison. You serve me. You my slave.
Serve someone else tells you it ain't about you. You the servant. It's about the one you serving.
That's right, bro. He said, take on his yoke, man. This is prophecy.
Hey, and this is what you signed up for.
That's right.
You know, they get all, you know, I ain't saying Jake Larry, but you know, the flesh get all hurt. You know, sometimes like, damn man, I can't do nothing. Like, bro, this is what we signed up for, bro. You crying about some shit like, bro, this is what you signed up. Look, you signed right here.
It wasn't in the fine print.
Yeah.
This was in bold letter.
And the Lord be showing that at the job too, like in the world, like niggas be at your job, but when shit get hot, you don't see them no more. Cause that fire get put on their ass, bro. But we like, bro, we signed up for this shit, bro. He gonna choose you out of a furnace. We looking to be chosen out of a furnace of affliction. He hot. You know what I'm saying? Jake like, man, this hot, dog.
I came here for this, man.
You know? Yeah.
Right.
You ain't count the cost.
To get that pain to get stronger, to
suffer.
purify, to suffer.
Yes.
That guy, when it start hurting, you remind yourself, this is what I came here for.
Yes.
I be doing that, you know, sometimes when I work out. Like, yo, you came to the gym, what? You came for this. But that shit start hurting.
Yeah.
The flesh want to tap out, like, no, like, bro, this is what we came here for.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
that's the spirit said that because I just seen a couple days ago a clip of David Goggins talking, and it was an interview he was having, and they asked him something about him running 40 miles in a day or something. He said that when he gets to about the 20-mile mark, that's when he starts to feel a whole lot of pain. But he says he tells himself that this is what I came here for. He's like, this is why I ran, to feel this, so I can get to this point where I'm in pain.
To finish.
Because he said that's what he wants to be.
Hey, now that's heavy because, bro, that's what we doing training for the whole class.
Yeah.
This whole class is training our brain, our mind, that muscle up there
To suffer.
to suffer. Because the time coming where everybody gonna suffer, but not everybody getting ready to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Try. They're not going to be exercised.
Yeah, because that suffering, what you're doing is you're purging out that doubt. You're purging out the old man. You're purging out the weakness. And
right.
And that's like you said, in that time, everybody, the Lord said,
That
what?
hole in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay be quick to call him mom. Jay be quick to go like, bro, Jay, Jay know right now, Jay know if he lost that apartment, Jay gonna go right to his mama crib and start over again. For real, dog. Yeah. I'm serious, bro. I see my little brothers, bro. Mom. But you out there trying to rap and try to be somebody.
Right.
Bro, niggas don't even know I got your YouTube, nigga. Now your ass locked up. Mom. Bro, that day coming, bro.
Yeah, that's because
He
what it is.
he gonna get all that weakness out your ass, bro. You gonna have to call on him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and that day, what it is, like it says in Wisdom of Solomon, 3rd chapter, the Lord, it's a sacrifice that you have made that the Lord is going to accept. Because the Lord, he took, while you took the time, you heard him knocking, and you allowed him to sup with you, you allowed him to mold you, you allowed him to break you down and build you back up to the point where he made you perfect, so now you're presentable. Yahweh Shah's literally molding and working on us. Now he's going to present us to Yahweh. Look, these are the ones that stood stiffly for the name, Father. You know? They forsook the world. These are the ones you gave me. Look at them.
Yeah, they carried their cross.
Yep, that's right, bro. Yep. So I got this word sincerity. It says in the Greek, purity and sincerity and genuineness. The root word is nas, and this is the point. Pure, sincere, unsullied. It says found pure when unfolded and examined by the sun's light. That affliction. Unfolded. This is what you was made of, because the scriptures talk about you. What you made of is going to be proven that day. Whether you stubble, hay. Listen, all these cats have been playing around, right? They don't even know they stubble, hay. We can see that because the Lord gave us that spirit of discernment. So we can see, like, yeah, of course, the Lord is gonna have mercy on those that sincerely have faith, those that sincerely was lost, those who He gonna have mercy on. But we talking about the majority. Jake is going to break in that time because you didn't take the time to study. You thought this shit was you thought it was a game the whole time. That's why you was running around with fringes on your t-shirt. You thought this shit was like some real, like, worldly shit. That's why Jake could say that, oh yeah, this Israelite thing had a time and now that time is done. It was a movement. Are you fucking dumb? Like, that shit, it literally remind me of niggas in the world. So for you to say that, that's how I know your spirit is in the world. Because a nigga would say that this right here, this is holy, bro. This is a whole separate entity. It's a movement and movement die. Like, it's like all these other worldly organizations, bro. You don't realize this is your identity. This is you being reconnected to your power. Oh, that shit don't even mean nothing to you. It's just a game.
Your outside's life don't mean shit to you, bro.
That's
It's a
it.
sacrifice.
That's it, bro.
So that's why when he come back, he gotta, right? He gotta do what he gotta do for you, bro. He gotta do what he gotta do for you. he gotta check you out. You know what I'm saying? Cause the whole time, dog, niggas really playing. You know?
Yeah, unfolded. It said unfolded and examined by the son's life.
Yeah, like a work of art or something opened up, papers get unfolded up, and people get light to see, check it out, it's inspected, see its sincerity. Yeah.
Is this what it is? So that's what them chairs gonna do. He pulling up with fleets. You know, that's what them chairs gonna do. They gonna thoroughly examine you with heat. See if you really like that. You know, you gotta have a certain confidence to even for the chair to come over you, think you're gonna get beamed up and not zapped. You know, niggas don't got that type of confidence, dog. We working our way up to receive that type of confidence, cause they showing themselves. They coming through the little, you know, the windows, you know, the door, you know, coming through, checking you out. But they about to manifest themselves in fleets now. Jake ain't right.